The offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A-Chain trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A-Chain once more, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2.
They run for it. A-Chain.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Devon A-Chain. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Allen.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Bills at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox from 8 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead.
Bass on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
A-Chain on 1st and 10.
They find some open field here.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On first down, Tannehill.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nobody had more speed on offense last season than Miami, and Waddle might be the fastest player on that unit. Led the NFL with over 18 yards per catch and was in the top 10 in yards despite playing with an all-pro in Tyreek Hill.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
He dumps it off to A-Chain.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now Tannehill. Now he's forced out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Now he steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Sanders' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. A give up the middle to H.A. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 2nd down, Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10.
They will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there had to change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. Now Allen.
Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill now running the option to the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. A-Chain on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver that time will want to get in there and bring him down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Tannehill on first down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Let's go. Deep.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. That one complete to Hill. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Allen going to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Cook running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Here's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
And they'll run here with A-Chain.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
A-Chain here. They stay on the ground.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
Touchdown, Dolphins! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Dolphins have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now Allen.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Brandon Jones picking it off. A give left side. Here's H.A.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Off play action, Tannehill. Here's Higgins out of the right side. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run for it with H.A. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Option handoff now to H.A. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Here we go.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.